Hey guys, welcome back. In this Blender video, we're going to model a clean, subdivision-friendly skateboard deck. We'll see how to model it using different modeling techniques. Along the way, we'll see how to use modifiers throughout the modeling process so we can easily adjust the poly count by switching between high and low poly, plus tweak the deck's curvature and shape anytime we want, and speed up our workflow. So, without wasting any time, let's jump right in. First, let's start by adding a plane. We'll model it flat first and get the overall shape and topology in place. Now add 2 loop cuts in the middle to keep everything symmetrical. To get the size correct, I found a reference image, so I'll add it here. Place the reference image in the front, top, and side views, all at the center. This way, we can just scale the plane and get the correct size. All of the views in the reference image are the same size, so we just have to duplicate the image, rotate the copies, and place them at the center. Now that we've added them from the top view, let's scale this plane with the reference. Move this edge so it aligns with the reference. We need to curve this part, so select these corner vertices. Press Ctrl-Shift-B to bevel them and make it round. Here, for the bevel to not go further on and to keep it equal. In the corner panel, check Clamp Overlap, add the number of segments, and that's good. Select the full mesh and let's inset inwards. Before that, we have to merge the overlapping vertices. So here, turn on Auto Merge at the top so it merges next time. And here, with the full mesh selected, press M and choose by distance to merge it. Now inset inwards to keep the boundary loop inside and not on the border. Connect these vertices to build up the topology like this. Add a few loop cuts here, keeping this even. Select the full mesh, and let's use Symmetrize to mirror this on the other side. This is on the x-axis, so again, use Symmetrize to mirror it on the other side, that is the y-axis. In the corner panel, choose the y-axis for that to mirror. And now we have modeled it flat, and we're done here. Now we need to curve this, so how do we do that? The first thing you would do is move this up one by one, curving this. The second thing you would do is use proportional editing, change it to sharp, and now we move it up. But you can see it doesn't work well, and we would have all these problems, and it wouldn't be perfect. So the good way to do that is to use a lattice. With this, we can curve this nicely. First, make sure the 3D cursor is in the middle of the mesh. Now add a lattice object. Instead of adding just a lattice, add lattice deform selected, which will automatically scale with the mesh size quickly instead of manually scaling. The mesh has 0 thickness, so the lattice didn't scale from top to bottom. To fix that, just make the lattice thickness 0, and that will fix that. Next, we need extra geometry, so we'll need to subdivide this. So right here at the side, increase the number of segments so we can bend this nicely. The lattice can't bend without enough vertices, otherwise it would just tilt the whole board flat. And now if we select these vertices with proportional editing set to sharp, and then move this up, you can see it curves perfectly. It lifts up cleanly without destroying our original mesh. So with this, we can curve it perfectly. First, we'll curve the sides. So here, I'll add the segments evenly so we can curve the sides nicely. Don't add too many or it'll be difficult to select and manage them, but don't add too few either. We need enough segments to get a nice curve. Now here, select these side vertices so we can curve this part. Select them up to this point where it starts to curve. Now move this up to curve it, adjusting the fall off with the scroll wheel. From the other side view, we'll try to adjust the proportional fall off here to get the curve right nicely. Okay, so that's good for now. Here, let's move this vertex up a little bit to get it with the shape. Now here, we'll move this part up, adjust the fall off to move this up nicely. Now to mirror that curve on all sides, we'll add a mirror modifier. So we can tweak one side corner and the rest of the sides will get it. Choose the axis and also choose bisect, so it instantly mirrors, and flip it if it mirrors the wrong way. Now let's add thickness to this. So let's add a solidify modifier. Apply the scale so the thickness behaves properly. Now let's adjust the thickness value to get it perfect. Okay, so the thickness looks good here. Now let's bevel this, so let's add a bevel modifier. To clearly see how the bevel looks, I'll turn on wireframe over here so we can see it. Now add 2 segments. Then here, make the profile shape 1. Let's adjust the bevel amount. And yeah, that looks good. So now let's add a subdivision modifier to smooth it. Now you can see the main mesh is just flat, and the rest of the details we added are just with modifiers. And we can just tweak the lattice shape and the rest of the modifiers without destroying our original mesh. Now what we can do is add a subdivision modifier at the very top. Here, we can tweak the subdivision level and we can keep how high or low we want the mesh to be in poly count. Now here, we can also reduce the poly count of this mesh by dissolving a few edges, making it more low poly. So here we can select every alternate edge, like this, the way I'm doing it, and then dissolve them. Select this full edge loop, and let's slide it in a little. Let's dissolve these edges too, and add them again nicely. And also, let's use symmetrize to mirror it on the other side. And now, just by changing the subdivision level, we can control the poly count. If we want more detail, we can increase the subdivision level to add more polygons, especially when the camera is really close to the mesh. And if the camera is further away, we can lower the subdivision level and keep the mesh more low poly. All right, so that's it for this one, and I hope you enjoyed the video and found the modeling process easy to follow. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, comment below and let me know your feedback. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.